Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Durations for both the 55 and 52% corrections within the $30,000 to $70,000 range. Interesting observation there by Alt BTC Cycles. So I'm going to keep going, guys, because more news is coming out. Opinions with regards to the XRP Ripple lawsuit. This is obviously going to have an effect eventually on XRP price, but also the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, especially in the United States. So first, just wanted to bring this up from Martin Volk here with regards to John Deaton's latest opinion on what is going on. So according to crypto law founder John Deaton, Judge Sarah Netburn's decision on the SEC motion for reconsideration might be the biggest motion for XRP in the Ripple case. The 63 emails comprising drafts and comments about Director Hinman's lecture on Ethereum not being a security are the subject of the reconsideration motion. And here was the latest tweet from John Deaton from just yesterday afternoon. Judge Netburn's decision on the motion for reconsideration will be the biggest decision in the Ripple case. I say that because I don't believe the motion to strike the fair notice defense is a significant one, because the judge isn't deciding whether Ripple had fair notice, but only whether it can argue it. So that is key. The SEC has previously filed a motion to reconsider on behalf of the plaintiff, contending that the Hinman speech, which had previously been referred to as his personal opinion, may now be referred to as public guidance. Many were surprised by the urgency U-turn, including Jeremy Hogan. So just to kind of shift gears a bit, Jeremy Hogan's position on this: the SEC is making a big blunder. So this reported by the Daily Hodl, and if I go down here, you can see just discussing some of the details of the Ripple versus SEC case. Details here about Director Hinman's opinion, which we all know about. And by saying that Hinman's comments about Ethereum could be relied upon as guidance, Jeremy Hogan says that the SEC is making a blunder by backtracking its previous arguments that Hinman's comments were his personal opinion. So here's what Jeremy Hogan essentially had to say. In litigation, he says, you have to have your strategy, your theory of the case, or the theory of the issue that you are arguing. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? And you have to stick with it. In a DUI, driving under the influence defense case, for example, your legal position may be that your guy had been drinking but was not impaired. If that is your position, you get your client straight on it and you do not waver. If he gets up on the stand and says, well, now what I think about it, I don't think I drank that night, you are screwed. So if you change your position, if you change your stance, essentially Jeremy Hogan is saying you are basically dead in the water. With the discovery phase of the lawsuit concluding in less than 2 weeks, Hogan says the SEC's last-minute decision to tweak its argument could prove to be very risky. And so this is exactly what the SEC is doing. They are completely backtracking. He says the entire argument completely backtracks on what the SEC has been saying for almost the last year. What does that mean for a legal strategy standpoint? Well, look at what the SEC has just done. It's not good because it opens up the possibility that the SEC could lose both its pawn and its bishop, just using a chess analogy there. The judge has already made a very strong determination that as far as she's concerned, the speech was Hinman's personal opinion. Now in this motion for reconsideration, it has given her more very similar documents to review and changed its position on the speech 180 degrees. And so if you want to catch Jeremy Hogan's video on that, it is linked in this Daily Hodl article. But I think we get the point, right? I mean, you can't just say one thing and then later on in the case state another opinion. Not only that, an opinion that is a complete 180 U-turn, as Jeremy Hogan puts it, to what you previously stated. The judge is going to see this as, my opinion, I mean, if I were the judge, I would see this as a wishy-washy stance, and then question the integrity of the SEC, question the integrity of their lawyers, if they're saying, oh no, it was this, and then later on saying, oh no, actually it wasn't that, it was this. So the judge does have a lot to consider. Wanted to thank Michael for bringing that up, and Martin Volk also just for bringing up this article. John Deaton also mentioning this. He tweeted this out early Sunday morning. Undisputed Facts Timeline Additions. In 2012, we got to remember, Perkins Coie, which was the same law firm that helped write Hinman's Ether Free Pass speech. Okay, they have been under the microscope. I've done videos about Perkins Coie and how they relate to the SEC, relate to the Ethereum Foundation, and I'll see if I can find one. I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. There was that. They did help Hinman with the Ethereum Free Pass speech. And then somebody else from Perkins Coie, I remember I did 2 videos back-to-back, at some point. One day I did one video, and then the next day I did another one where there was another lawyer from Perkins Coie who said, no, I think XRP is certainly not a security. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here. Well, actually not really, because this point actually does speak to that. So they informed Chris Larsen that Ripple credits, they called them that at that time, aka XRP, is not a security. The 2012 memo warned Larsen that there was a risk under the Bank Secrecy Act, the BSA. And so that is what Perkins Coie stated all that time ago. Mikkel here at Markets Mikkel on Twitter, also just bringing this up, including a screen grab from this Perkins Coie document. So, virtual currencies, networks, and ledgers from Perkins Coie, okay? An official document from them, decentralized. And the coins that they say are decentralized, Bitcoin, Ripple, Litecoin, Feathercoin, and Terracoin. Okay, this goes back many years now, and I don't know if they have changed their position on that or not. However, that was their position at that time. So, undisputed facts in the timeline. How is it all going to shake out? Well, it is going to, in my opinion, have to make for a regulated cryptocurrency market in the United States. The decisions made here are going to be critical for the entire space, I have no doubt. Banks are also realizing this. Banks are realizing, look, we are still so early in this, and you got to get this right, because we have to be able to compete against our counterparts worldwide. Wells Fargo actually just came out with this document just this month, Cryptocurrencies, Too Early or Too Late. Enjoy the ride. We are just at the beginning. This is coming from @MatthewLANY on Twitter. So here was their document, Understanding Cryptocurrencies. So some key takeaways: cryptocurrency users are growing globally and rapidly off a low base. Cryptocurrencies appear to be near a hyper-adoption phase, which is interesting to note, similar to that of the internet during the mid to late 90s. What it may mean for investors: we believe that cryptocurrencies are a viable investment today, even though they remain in the early stages of their investment evolution. We recommend professionally managed private placements for now, as the investment landscape is still maturing. So that is the statement from Wells Fargo. Take a cautious approach to invest in cryptocurrencies if you are, and they're talking to their institutional clients, right? Us retail guys, we're just going in there buying the coins that we see fit based on the research that we've done. But of course, you know, their clients just don't have, I mean, maybe in some cases they don't have the time, or they just pay someone else to do it. So this is what Wells Fargo is actually stating, and this is as of February 2022. So currently, right now, this is what they're saying. Internet users is the left axis, this red line here. And we can see how the internet matured over the years up until now, right? Mostly everybody uses the internet now compared to crypto users. And so this is kind of where we're at for crypto, in and around the early days of the internet still. So we are going to see, at least according to this, more development for cryptocurrencies over the coming years, as per Wells Fargo. Also, the market size they just mentioned here, cryptocurrencies very, very small compared to largest market cap companies in the S&P 500, gold, of course, stocks, and the bond market. And then there's this as well, technology S-curve, cryptocurrencies and the next digital era. So we can see different technologies like electricity, cell phones, automobiles, the color TV, the internet, radio, so on and so forth. Their technology curve all kind of make, the curve is kind of, all kind of goes in the same direction, right? We kind of see this steep incline and then it peters out, and we can see that for many different types of technologies. Right over here is cryptocurrencies, and we really don't see that adoption yet. So cryptocurrencies have been around for 10 years now. At least 10 years, just over that. So, I mean, this really should have started in 2010, but we really did not see any technology being adopted, and now we are just starting to see this. So this is as per Wells Fargo. Again, wanted to thank MatthewLANY on Twitter. I also have a clip here, guys. Saw it from It's Me Alex50 on Twitter, retweeting out Jungle Inc.'s tweet. This is Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, and she says she is concerned if there are investors that are shorting innovation. It's just un-American. Listen to what she has to say.
They're shorting innovation, and that seems to me over time that's not going to be a business. If you ask me, consider the source. But they're also not doing any research. They're simply shorting innovation. If they were doing research and could point us to reasons why what we have included in our portfolio is not going to participate in the new world order, then we might have a conversation about it. But the idea of shorting innovation in America is ridiculous, I think. But here's what I do know. When I see, and this is investor psychology, when I see people so sure that we are wrong, and that they are willing to set up companies simply to short innovation, and to set up funds to short innovation, you know that investor psychology, the pendulum, has swung so far in one direction that if we're right, then the rewards are going to be enormous.
I don't know how. That last statement there was the icing on the cake. If we are right, the rewards will be enormous. And so she's talking about companies shorting innovation, new innovation, cryptocurrency technologies, that are still being scrutinized in government, and legislation still coming down. Governments, legislative bodies, they're still wondering, how are we going to do this? We have organizations like the SEC saying, look, we're going to put sweeping regulations against all cryptocurrency. Many critics have said that is not good for innovation. And so Cathie Wood here from ARK Invest, she's an economist and an investor. She is saying, yeah, when we are proven to be right, if we are right, the rewards for this, guys, will be enormous. So how do we know we're right? Another one here, guys, from Matthew Lany. According to the Department of Homeland Security, Ripple XRP is based on a consensus algorithm and is not controlled by a centralized institution or government. Users cannot invest in Ripple. So boom, does this puncture holes in the SEC's argument as well? Again, this is a document back from 2014, Risks and Threats of Cryptocurrency, from the Department of Homeland Security. And what they wrote in here is this: the Ripple protocol serves as a payment system, currency exchange, and remittance network to process financial transactions. It allows users to send any fiat currency, cryptocurrency, commodity, or any other unit of value, frequent flyer miles, for example, credit card rewards, etc., anywhere around the world free of charge. Or basically free of charge, fractions of pennies. Like Bitcoin, Ripple XRP is based on a consensus algorithm and is not controlled by a centralized institution or government. So echoing that statement here from Perkins Coie way back in 2012, when they stated Ripple XRP certainly decentralized, not a security. Users cannot invest in Ripple. Ripple also serves as a bridge currency, meaning it can convert currencies that otherwise are unable to transact together. As of July 2014, there were roughly 8.2 billion XRP in circulation. So we are also getting the answers, the facts, from the Department of Homeland Security in the US. Not only that, guys, this statement from Pantera Capital CEO in 2018. Just echoing what Cathie Woods mentioned in this clip here. Dan Moorhead is the founder and CEO of Pantera Capital, an investment firm that focuses exclusively on Bitcoin, digital currencies, and companies utilizing blockchain technology. Prior to that, he was head of macro trading and CFO at Tiger Management and CMO trader at Goldman Sachs. Below, he argues that potential returns on cryptocurrencies justify the risks, and that prices will be ultimately higher as existing markets are disrupted and institutional investors enter the space. He also says, my personal belief is that most of the largest blockchains today will survive. That doesn't mean that 90% of the altcoins and ICOs being used right now won't go to zero. I believe they will, but blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple will almost certainly still be very important in 10 to 20 years. This written back in 2018, of course. We know what we hold, guys. The Department of Homeland Security also stating what Ripple is, in their opinion, consensus algorithm and not controlled by a centralized institution or government. The same determination as what Perkins Coie, yes, the same law firm that helped write Hinman's Ether-free pass speech, also saying Ripple's XRP decentralized and not a security. You cannot actually invest in Ripple, and if you did invest in Ripple, well, that would be a security. So how is the case looking now? Is the judge going to pick up on any of this? And what is it going to mean for the status of XRP? I'm feeling positive, but that's just my opinion.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.